Welcome to the Healing Spirits Here and There podcast with Terri and Amanda, where you'll hear spiritual perspectives, weird mediumship experiences, and try intuitive and trust-building exercises for yourself. Join us every Friday. Like and subscribe to never miss a show, and let's get started.
Good morning and welcome to Healing Spirits Here and There podcast. And I'm Terri.
I'm Amanda. And today we are going to be talking about reading pictures and how to do that. And we're actually going to read some pictures of pets today that were submitted by some of Terri's clients. And do you want to talk about that process a little bit, Terri?
Oh, my word. You know, a long time ago, I was bored when my husband was away. And at nighttime, I had put out, I wanted to read pets medically. So you had to know that there was something wrong with them to validate me. I went to the restroom and I came back and there was like 40 of them and I only wanted 2, right? Mm-hmm. So I learned to be mindful with my words because I ended up with a lot of pets, right? So this time I was very mindful about putting it out there that we would be picking 2. And I'm so blessed, so grateful of the outpouring of pets. I mean, like seriously, over 100 pets. It just kept climbing and I kept saying, oh my God, how do you choose? So that horses and dogs and cats, that's all that surfaced, but there was a lot of them. No birds, no kimono dragons, no raccoons, no turtles.
It just shows like how much pets are part of our family and we want to know what's going on with them, just as much as anybody else. And just to let you guys know, I'm out of town right now. I'm in Arizona. And so, my lighting's a little off, but hopefully you can hear me well. And, I was at the spa today, so I'm just relaxed and ready to record with Terri. And we're very excited to read the pets. And what we'll do is we want you to read the pets with us because this is something that everybody can work on, kind of like we've done with everything else, right? Kind of show you how to get into it, show you how easy it can be. And then on the next show, we'll have some validation from the owners of the pets to let you know if you were right, if we were right, just some things to let you know how we all did. And so I think that'll be a fun exercise for all of us today. Yeah. And we were going to work on remote viewing today as well, but we decided to dedicate the whole episode to doing the pet readings. And so
yes, because I numbered all the pets. And then I told Amanda to pick 2 numbers because we were only going to do 2. And ironically enough, she picked both dogs. And I don't know how she did it, but she did. And I was like, well, wait a minute. I have horses in here. We have cats in here. So then Amanda says, well, then do what you're going to do. So I decided to draw 2 numbers. So I put the cats in a group and I put the horses in a group. And this is how we picked. So now we went from 2 to 4. Yay us.
Yeah, so that's why we're dedicating the episode.
Right. But I wanted to say that this isn't easy and it's not something I do. So I'm okay the word was on there that this was a practice. Thank you for letting us practice. It's just, and I was going to meditate on some of them. And then I decided if you would have brought me the pet in person, I wouldn't have meditated. So I'm just going to wing it and see what happens. And what really bites is that we're not going to know for a few days of what really happened. Because it's better to say, yes, you're on track. You're on track. Yes, that's correct. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
Have you done
it's
it before?
nicer that way. What?
Have you done this before? Reading pets?
Not pets, no. No, but Terry and I in our development group, some of the exercises we did was reading pictures of
That's true.
people, but not of animals. And,
Mhm.
a lot of you out there probably are already getting a lot of information through pictures, and you do not realize, you look at a picture, whether it's a person or an animal, probably a person most likely, but you look and you might think, oh, that looks like a nice person, or oh, they look like they have a big personality, or you might just have
Mhm.
some of these thoughts, and you might be right on. You may not know, but
Mhm.
that's kind of why we're practicing, where we can get some validation, and we want you to go and do the exercise along with us
Mhm.
because you're probably already doing it and you don't know.
Yeah. I
Hmm.
can do it when they're in person. And I went and read a horse one time that just, I couldn't believe I read that horse. I could not believe I read that horse. It had even lost a baby, and I had picked it up. I said, did the horse have a baby?
Aww.
And she said, yes, that the horse was, what do you call it when you go bid on a horse? You
When
go to
you
this
go what?
place, bid
Bit?
on a horse, like they
Oh,
bid on these
oh,
horses.
auction.
An
The
auction,
auction.
yes. And the person had gotten the horse, and it was a female horse, and it was just so neglected. And they got it, and when they started feeding it, then they realized it was pregnant. But when she
Oh,
had the baby, she had stepped back on the baby, and the baby didn't make it because it
oh.
was all in a whole bad situation. And I totally picked that up in that horse. I couldn't believe that that was right. The only pictures I have of a horse, if you see them on my website or anything, is that horse. I fell in love with that horse.
Aw.
But I've also had people bring me their dog because it had some type of behavior issues that were just out of the norm,
Mhm.
and things that I felt and talked about. They worked as far as I know. She's not, I see her all the time, and she's like, oh, they're doing good. They're doing good. If you hear a lot of crashing in my house or things falling, it's because I think the cats know that we're talking about cats and dogs and horses because they are going crazy.
Yeah,
So,
they're like, "Hey, this show's about
right.
me." That's funny. Now
I
that
have six of
horse,
them, and they all have their own personalities.
6 cats, my goodness. Okay, I have a question
Yeah.
about that horse reading that you did.
Okay.
When you did that horse reading and you got the information that the horse lost a baby, was there any emotion along with it? Was the horse sad or was it
Sad, so sad. It felt like I was tired of loss. My
mm,
my client partner spouse died.
mhm.
And what I was getting from the horse is I was really sad that people would just keep dying. That was kind of how I
Oh.
felt like it. It had another issue, is the reason why I went there, but I didn't know the issue. I just asked
Mhm.
her, if you trust me and don't mind me practicing, can I come? And she said yes.
Yeah.
And it was the most amazing pet reading I have ever done. And it was my first. And
Wow.
so it was amazing because I picked up on the problem, I picked up on how to fix it. And it was just, she could have listened to me or she could have not listened to me, but she
Mhm.
trusted me. And the horse is still here today running around on the beach with her.
Aw, that's so
So,
sweet.
but then as I was there, I kept feeling pressure in my head, pressure in my chest, like my chest kept hurting. But to be honest, I didn't feel like it was the horse that I was hugging and touching and brushing and petting.
Mhm.
Oh, and I took a bag of carrots, apples. Like, I came prepared. But a couple of stalls over, there was another horse that I wasn't touching, and it seemed like I didn't like that horse's energy. It felt like it was
Mm,
agitated. Like, I didn't feel, if I was in that arena, I don't feel like I would have been safe. So this one was calm. And
yeah.
I said, who has the breathing issues? Who has the allergies? She says, wow. She says, that horse over there has asthma.
Oh.
And I was like, way over there? She's like, yes. Whatever.
Uh,
It's not always my thing, but
yeah.
and then I had the one I've had a couple of dogs come to me. Actually, ironically, they were both German shepherds that
Oh.
both came to see me.
Hmm.
One of them is still here. One of them, unfortunately, has passed on, but that one remains in my heart for a long time.
Aw.
Yeah, that was Grace. I like Grace.
Aw. Well, that's a
So,
really interesting story, and it makes me think of, just the emotional range of animals. And
mhm,
when an animal goes through something like that horse losing a baby or something like that, we don't
mhm,
always tend to think that maybe they need some recovery time or they need extra love or they need extra care. But, maybe they do. And I
yeah,
know they're not like us. They live in the present moment, so they're not sitting there like worrying and
no,
things to the same degree that we are, but they do have some emotional pain that they also have to overcome with
yeah.
hardships like that.
Yeah, that was really. You're right. It's right. But to think why that's kind of dumb on our part, to be honest, that you can't think that a mammal or a mammal that they
Mhm,
can't feel and hurt or go through the things
mhm.
that we do just because they're an animal. These are my kids. These are my
Mhm.
kids.
Yeah.
Just whatever. If I didn't have human kids, well,
Mhm.
these cats would inherited the house. I guess I don't have to. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Well, I mean,
Because.
I'm a vegetarian, and one of my
Mhm.
reasons, and I don't drink cow milk. I do still occasionally eat cheese, but part of the reason, like, I am not really into the milk is because I think of how a lot of the cows get their calves taken away, right? And they're pumping milk
Mm.
and stuff, and it's over and over and over. And I know it's not like
Mhm.
that all places. I don't want to offend anybody or anything, but for me, just thinking about that, how the
Mhm.
mothers don't get to be a mother, and that
Mhm.
makes me really sad. And
Mhm.
so there's like lots of different areas, not just our house pets, but pets that are
Mhm.
service animals like that, or pets that are in a factory serving mankind in a way to provide food. They still have an emotional range, even though we don't get
Mhm.
to see it. You know what I mean? And so to
Right.
have
True.
compassion
True.
for those animals too,
Mhm. Well, I do have to say that I didn't buy any of my cats. They're all rescue.
that's awesome.
So I'm doing my part. I would
Yep.
go volunteer at NOAA or something, but I just would come home with more. I just can't do it.
Oh, goodness. David and I volunteered at the NOAA animal shelter. Oh my goodness, it was really hard. And there's like the cutest little puppies there and stuff all the time.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
then COVID
Yeah.
happened and we couldn't go in there anymore. But it was something. So, how would you instruct our viewers to go along and read the picture with us, just to look at it?
I would. So, of course, right now the picture will be up when this is done.
Hmm.
But for right now, Amanda and I have them in our hands.
Hmm.
Um, uh, I would say sit with it and just sense what you feel. Is it in for me personally, it's even hard when I read people to figure out if they're in spirit or they're not, because a lot of
Hmm.
times I thought I knew what I was doing, but that's one of my things that I work on is trying to tell the difference. But a lot of times I have read, and one time, oh my God. So one time I was reading this woman, and I swear to you, I just knew she had a child in spirit. And I kept
Hmm.
going on and on and on and on and on. And it was not in spirit. It was not
Oh.
a child. It was a dog. And it was her only person in her life, right?
Yeah.
And it was sick, and she
Oh.
didn't know exactly everything that was wrong with it. But I'm telling you, the dog was gone. The dog was gone. But that's what was going on with the dog. It was really sick. And to me, it was like, well, then I'm wondering, I don't know. But I was just flabbergasted when she said that it's a dog and it's alive. And I never got it as a dog. I got it as her child.
That's
And
wild.
if someone read me and they told me that I had, 8 children, I have 6 cats and two adult children. So yeah, I guess I would go with that. Right.
There you go. There you go. So
I tell the cats when one of the kids walk in the door, goes, "Oh, your sister's here." And if I say it about Jeffrey, oh, look at your brother's here. Pick up your brother, pick up your sister. And he just looks at me and he just shakes his head and walks off.
he's like, "You're crazy, Mom."
I have not changed. This has been their whole life. They're just like, I'm just one of those people. But back to the picture. So I would sit with it and I would try to feel where it's at. Like, oh, I think I'm going to read this picture.
Okay, well,
Okay.
before you or I give any feedback, we want to put the picture up, and then you at home just pause this video, look at the
Mm.
picture for a minute, and for those of you who are listening, you know,
Um,
I think you just can't do it by just listening because you really have to see the picture.
right.
So, unfortunately, for those who are listening, you can't really participate the same way, but that's okay. We'll put up the picture. And who would you like to start with?
Christy has a dog here on the beach, and my picture is really not that good.
Okay.
But it's Christy's dog. I don't know. You see the picture. Is that a Cocker Spaniel or mixed? I don't know my
I
dogs
don't
very
know
well.
what kind of I'm not really great at dog breeds. But okay,
Well, I'm not
guys.
good at cat breeds either. So
Up.
that's just, it's,
Yep. And then go ahead and pause. And during this time, Terry, you look at it and I'm going to look at it. Okay.
so can I go first?
You can, but yours is going to be so much better than mine.
Oh, stop it. I just don't want to be
So,
tainted.
okay. You go first.
And don't sell yourself short. I told you, stop that. So, okay. So let me go with this. This dog is in spirit. This dog feels like it's old to me. This dog feels like it lived a long, happy life. This one feels like I'm going to give it table scraps. It feels like I almost want to put clothes on it. It has what I think is some type of a collar or something around its neck. I can't make it out. But I feel like there is some bladder issues or some heart issues. I feel very full inside of me, like there's something going on. Maybe I'm overweight. Dog doesn't look overweight, but I feel like there might be something like that. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I got to see many things. I went to
Mm-hmm.
many places, and I could put him out the window of the car. I would want to do that, but it's a short dog. I don't know how the dog is going to get out the window. But I just feel like my owners took care of me so well. I do not think that this dog is a lone dog. I think that it had lots of kids around or another dog or two or cat along with it.
Mm-hmm. Family animal.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I feel like this one might have been with them for a long time.
Gotcha.
I just think that I don't feel trauma, so I feel like it had a long life. I could be wrong, but that's what I get.
Okay, I made some notes.
Cool.
I put that I thought this dog could get scrappy, like the dog is a lover,
Mm,
but if it feels threatened, it might want to like take your finger off. And
mm,
I could be totally wrong. Um, I feel like this dog might have developed a cough or something at some point, and there was maybe a long time of some medical conditions
mm,
that were plaguing the dog.
mm-hmm.
And that's kind of all I got by looking at the picture for a few minutes.
Yeah, and then it sucks is we don't know if we're right or wrong, right? So I guess I
Yeah.
have to tell them go watch the podcast and maybe leave your comments underneath your pet's picture.
Picture. We have a number assigned to this picture. And I'll put it up. It's number 13. And so you can
Mm-hmm.
put number 13 reading and say how you
Mm-hmm.
did or what your
Mm-hmm.
thoughts were. And then we can go over the answers next week.
13 is good. And so when you put it up, just take their name off it.
Yep,
That's a good
that's
idea.
fine.
Um,
Cool.
I have to say that I think the dog is also cremated. It's like I
Mm-hmm.
put the dog over here, and it's just like, no, we're going to take it back. But I do feel like the dog is cremated, and I do feel like definitely there's a paw print. It's
Aww.
almost like I like. It's almost like I want to put it in concrete, or like when you buy a house and you step the dog's paw in the
Mm-hmm.
like at the home, or maybe
Yeah,
they have a paw print and that they put it in the yard. I don't know. That's I
gotcha.
just want to say that.
And many
Hmm.
times at the vet, if your dog gets cremated there, they will take a paw print and put it in a little,
Hmm.
like little square for you.
Hmm. It's almost like I want to give it like a tattoo or something. So I feel like there's something different
Mm,
about a paw print. So I
gotcha.
did want to reference that. They could, yes, I got one for my cat once. So
Hmm.
I
I did
get
too.
that for JJ's cat.
Hmm.
Okay. Is that all you got?
Yep. Oh wait, did you get any messages or anything from the animal? Are we doing that?
Oh yeah, I could do that. Well, in the beginning, I think not my like more so like a message, but I felt like I was very loved. So, and I
Oh,
feel like
okay.
so I felt very
Lived a
loved. I was
full
very
life.
well cared for. I had a full life. I had an exciting life. I feel like my life here was really good. I don't feel abused. I don't feel
Hmm.
neglected. I feel very pampered. My people took care of me very well.
Oh, that's so nice.
I guess you could lick them if you want. That he's excited. Right. And
Oh.
I said he, and I don't know if it's a he or she. So we'll see where that went.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay, who's next?
Number 43.
Number 43. Okay, this is
Mm-hmm.
a cat.
Mm-hmm. That's an orange
Okay.
and white fluffy cat.
Orange and white fluffy cat. All right. And you guys pause so you can read the picture. I'm going to look at the picture. I don't know. I was having some trouble. Like I didn't get that many impressions from the cat.
It's
Um,
fine. You're a dog person. I'm a cat person.
yeah. Well, I got just a small amount. So is it okay if I go first? I
Go
feel like
ahead.
the cat is like a keen observer, like secret ninja. Got
Secret.
like secret ninja.
Mm-hmm.
Really. Okay, Terry, you go. I'm gonna keep looking at the picture. I'm one of these people like
Okay.
I need to look at it. You know what I mean? Like I need to just stare at
No,
it for
you
a
go
long
look
time.
on. You go ahead.
Okay.
I get this cat is. I do know that this cat is alive. So it's might be easier if you know that. Um, I think he is maybe 7 or maybe July significant. He feels like a very loving cat, but he has massive attitude. It's almost like it's on his terms. You can come and see me, pet me on my terms, but for whatever that is, I feel like I just want to lay when and where I want to. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
if you pet him, that he will either bite you when he thinks you're done, or he will just feel like he's like, lady, you're done, right? He's the boss cat. He's the alpha cat. That makes
Yeah.
me feel that I'd have to go look if there was more cats, but I feel like I don't take no crap whether it's a cat or a dog or a human. Okay, so he's
Mm-hmm.
the boss cat. Now, odd thing, I can't wait to see where this goes. I wrote an X with a question mark, like X marks the spot. So I'm wondering, has the cat marked something, marked its territory or something. So I don't laugh at me. I'm telling
I'm
you
not
my
laughing
story.
at you. I'm laughing at the concept.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying it was a cat. I was doing the best I can.
No, you're
And
doing
it's
wonderful. I
like
mean,
he's Chester. Like I wanted to call him Chester.
yeah.
Like he's, I don't know. I wanted to call him Chester. So I don't know what his name is. Chester. I don't know. He looks like an orange sickle. I feel
An
like I
orange
need to brush him
pickle.
because he mats up and that, but I don't like you to brush me. And something about people feeding him cheese. I wanted to give him cheese or potato chips. And I think and feel that he's probably about 10, 12 pounds. And I don't know why I got that.
I have this image of him in my head, like standing, waiting for pets or waiting
Yeah.
for treats, like standing tall, like I'm
Yeah.
here. Where is
Yeah.
it, guys?
Yeah. It's like I feel like in the picture, if I look at it, it's like I'm pissed off. I'm looking out the window. I want to go outside, but this lady ain't going to let me go outside. But it's
Yeah.
probably an outdoor cat. But I just have this look on my face is like, really? Get the camera out of my face.
Part of my problem was that he was showing such emotion in the picture that when I looked at it, I felt kind of biased, like he looks PO'd, like he
Mm-hmm.
looks like, "Don't you touch me, you bastards."
Mm-hmm.
And then that's like, I feel like that's making it harder for me, but maybe that's part of his personality, I don't
Yeah.
know. But
Yeah. He
I
reminds
can't,
me of one of my cats that when you put a collar on them, that the collar won't stay. And, with different, I don't know why they don't do this with dogs, but most of the collars that I get for the cats, they're all, if they get stuck, they come across so they could be free and not hung or whatever.
but it has
And
a
I
great
have,
thing.
what?
It has a thing where it can break apart so it doesn't choke
Right,
them, right?
right. But it feels like I don't want to keep that on my neck. I don't want that.
He's very particular.
Hmm. Hmm. I don't like my toenails cut either.
Oh,
That's quite
I
interesting. I got a lot out of that cat.
yeah. Good
Veronica,
job.
help me out.
Yeah. I definitely need to practice. It's been a while. Well, and actually I've never
Well,
looked at
how
pet
do we know
pictures.
if we need to practice if we're right or wrong? Then when we're right,
Well,
then we
yeah.
don't need to practice.
Well, no, I just mean like because I'm not getting there's not a flow to what I'm getting, if you know what I mean. Like
Mm,
I'm looking at the picture, but I'm not picking up a lot. And so that's what I mean for practice.
mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
that was number 43.
Yes, ma'am. 43.
Okay, cool.
I don't. I don't. I said it. I called him a he.
Right. We
I
don't
don't.
know though.
But we don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't think so. I had notes when when we first drew them, and then I reached out to people for their phone numbers. So I wonder if that got
In
mentioned.
your
But I don't
mind,
care.
can you take a minute and zoom your mind in on his back end and see if it's a boy or a girl? I'm just kidding.
Stop it. You do that. You go look at his butt.
Oh.
This is not an X-rated show.
It's only in your
Keep
mind,
it
Terry.
clean.
Nobody will see it. All right. Who we going for next?
What do I have left? I have one.
Have a horsey. Now we got a doggy.
Oh, my doggy picture must have been way over here. Um, the horse. Do the horse. Number 74 is the
Okay.
horse.
Here
Now I
goes
took
the horse.
notes on this one.
Okay. Horse is up. Pause it, guys, and read the horse. All right. I have some notes on this one too. Would you like to go first or me?
No, I'm going to go first because then you'll change your mind. I'm going first. Okay, fine. So when I get this horse is, um, dude, I can't wait to find out if I'm right about this, because I see this horse as being very active horse. Like maybe the horse is kind of somewhat having some issues, or maybe the horse is older and it's retired, but I still feel like I get ridden. I kept going like this and so I think, did it barrel race? Does it go? I don't know. You can't see what I'm doing, but my hands are like left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right.
Right.
Um, so I think he's also got a missing tooth. And I don't know why I want to say that, but I want to give the horse a missing tooth. I got an E name, and I'm not too sure if that's right. Holy crap, stuff's happening over here. I love to go fast. I think there's a foot or a knee or knees or feet issues. But it's almost like I want the horse to compete. The horse is living. There's something, a reference to a baby. So I don't know, is he, she, the baby, or did they have a baby? There's
Mhm.
hearts, but I feel like I like to go fast. But at this point, I'm almost at like just a trot, just a trot, just a
Mm.
trot. Like maybe I'm on property and I'm not at a place where I could just run, 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 but I do feel like I'm running around.
Mhm.
There's something about a particular tree or area to where I feel like it likes to lay down and roll over and sleep. Um,
That's cool.
uh, I just want to say that I feel like that he rests easy now. I feel like he makes me feel like I want to say we are all very spoiled. We are very loved. We are
Aw.
very blessed. Um, that's what I get out of that one. Lots of hearts, lots of hearts. Something about the number 15. I don't know if he's 15 hands high. Is the horse 15 years old? I don't know how long horses live.
Mhm.
I had several when I was younger, but I know about the hands because my horse is 17 hands tall, so I know
Mm.
about that. This one also, I feel like, gets like a lot of apples, or maybe there's an apple tree and it helps itself or something.
Okay.
But all right, your turn.
That's
Go, girlfriend.
awesome. Okay, so my notes from this horse is when I looked at the picture, I felt like the horse has a big personality, like they
Mm-hmm,
have a lot to say,
mm-hmm,
and that the horse is a good communicator.
mm-hmm,
Like when they want something, they're able to be like, this is what I want, and their human understands. I feel like this
mm-hmm,
horse has been like really eager to learn throughout their lives. They're excited and energetic, that they have a deep emotional range or capacity.
mm-hmm,
Like this horse can feel and know when their owner is sad or upset, like they pick up on that. And
mm-hmm,
so I also feel like the horse feels like their view of the world is it's a place to explore and have fun and be free.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just feel like the horse has a really big emotional range, more than you would anticipate
For a horse.
for a horse.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, that's kind of what I have in my notes there.
mm-hmm.
I didn't know if it was a boy or a girl.
I don't think I know it either. Did I call him a he? Sometimes I just start
Mhm.
calling them things. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Wonder if there's C or a K name in here. My head started hurting. I also, I'm going to throw it out there just because it's happening, but I would have to wonder, does he have a different heartbeat, or was there a heart issue or something? Because
Mm.
I'm getting hit with a heart. But the oddest thing is, at the same time I got that hit is the same time I got this military man that showed up. So I don't know, that's just odd because it's a horse. Maybe one of the owners was in the military. Maybe they are. Maybe they aren't. Maybe one of the loved ones. I don't know. I'll be eager to see where that goes. I am so done with that one. Oh, that was April. April.
Okay.
April's horse. Okay. The next
All
one. Oh,
right.
look. The next one is crawling across the couch. What you got, people?
Yeah, what you got? Read that kitty tale.
That's a nightlight. That's the cat's name. Do you watch How to Train Your Dragon?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you need to watch that. That's what the cat's named after.
Currently,
Yes, I know.
we're on watching Cars about 10 times a day.
Oh, yes, Cars. We went through that.
Yep. Oh.
See, this is my old one. Okay, my older
Oh,
one.
that
Mhm.
kitty's hair. Oh, so cute.
She's pissed. She's my one that's not so
Not so
healthy.
nice. They're not so
No,
snuggly.
no, she's I want to say she's 14.
That sounds about
She's the
right.
oldest. She's oldest. She's the oldest. And
She's allowed to be
snooty.
cranky.
She reminds me of my grandmother. My grandmother would get crotchety too when she was older.
Oh my goodness.
Don't act like Gram.
Crotchety. The kitty is now
Crotchety.
crotchety.
Cat's
Yep.
crotchety.
That's hilarious.
So our next one would be from Kylie. I think it's Kylie. That's how you spell that name? How you say that name? That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And number 79.
Number 79. Okay, guys, pause and read the picture. Take a few minutes and just see what you feel once you see. All right, I got some notes.
Oh.
I feel like this dog is a girl. It's the only one that, to me, for some reason, I felt like it was a girl. The rest, I really couldn't tell. I could be wrong, obviously, but because in my head, it was like mama's girl. That's kind of what I got. Like, this dog has her certain person that she loves, and it's her mom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, do you want to go? You want me to go?
I think that, well, I want to, well, now you got me tainted, so I'm going to call her a girl too. So I'm going to put her in my purse. I'm going to put her in my purse. So I think that she gets carried everywhere. Like I want to take her to the grocery store, or I just want to say that she goes everywhere with my person. I feel like there's a whole lot of people in this person area. Like maybe there's a lot of kids or something. I don't know. I feel very vocal. I feel very vocal. I feel like, yeah, I probably wouldn't go to their house if I heard it barking because I feel like it's protective.
Mhm.
I said, oh, in the beginning, because we were talking about the horse and I was done reading, but yet I was holding this picture. And
Mm.
I'm wondering if the heart issues were here. But I just feel this might have been an age thing, but I do want to go to my bladder. So I go to my bladder. So I don't know if they had kidney problems. I feel like something's wrong with my back or a leg or something. Like maybe I definitely am in my kidneys right now. So I don't know. And then for some reason, there's something about a bone or a rib or something in the stomach and the digestion.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like an emotional support dog.
Mm.
That's why I think it's carried everywhere. I don't know. There was a movie that I can't remember of it, but the girl, she's a ditzy blonde and then she goes to college and she's really smart. She becomes a lawyer. What's the name of that movie?
I
Legally
can't think of
Blonde.
it right. Legally
Legally
Blonde. Yeah.
Blonde. And she has a dog. It matches its clothes. So
Yep.
I just feel like there's that much love and attention that has been given to this dog. There's something about the collar. The collar is on something. I don't know if it's on a statue or if they kept it and it's on a stand or something. Um, I don't feel like the dog is buried, so I want to say probably cremated as well. Why are you looking at me like this?
Oh, because I'm trying to look at the picture. Sorry.
Okay, I'm like, whoa, she's really studying me.
Sorry. I was looking all around because I have the picture on my computer and I
Mhm.
wanted to look at it while you were talking. I
Mhm.
I lost it for a minute and I had to go searching. Okay, so those are your
That's four.
thoughts about
And that's your
Terry.
turn.
I know, I was just making sure you were done. I didn't want to
Terry's never done.
teach you anymore, dog. I have Mama's Girl,
Okay.
um, peeping for a treat all the time, all like to play with. And like I said earlier, she chose her person, this dog, with her person. I wrote here can be a lazy girl, likes to sleep on the couch, snuggle up, like feet in the air. Um, and then I got this really weird image
Sorry.
of a dog walking on a line, like walks a fine line, or maybe like the song "Walk the Line" or something. I
Maybe it's a
don't know what
tightrope
I
dog.
saw. It, huh?
Maybe it's a tightrope
What?
dog. Maybe it
Oh,
does all kinds of tricks.
oh, maybe going like this on a line, you know? So I don't know. Anyways, I just peek at. Oh, so cute.
There's something about a P or T name. Let's see where that goes. Because I'm itchy over here on my tattoo, and it reference a P or T. So let's see where that goes.
Okay. I also feel like I see the dog's paw on like your leg or your hand or something when she's sitting next to you on the couch.
So bad.
Are you talking to the cat?
Oh, I am.
That kitty's in trouble.
They are on things that they're not allowed to be on. They are literally. They don't do this. This is a morning routine. This is not a nighttime routine.
We're starting to freeze up here. We better wrap it up before things go haywire. But so that's basically it's like you get. And I think this is such a fun activity. So comment below what you thought.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, we don't know what we got. And we'll get it validated on the next
Right,
show. So
because we
hopefully
don't
let
have
you
a
know how you
test of,
did.
we don't have a transcript of what we said, so I can call and say, I said this, and this. What I need them to do, it goes out tomorrow, right?
Right.
Okay, so it goes tomorrow, and I have all their numbers, and I have to tell them, go watch it, take your notes, go write it. If they don't have to call me back, they could just write down, yes, Terri, yes, 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 Amanda, yes, yes, no, Terri, don't do this no more. So that's what it's at. But
Ooh.
I'm very grateful for everybody. It was amazing to see my page hopping and popping like that. It was just amazing. I
Mhm. Yeah,
honest to God printed out every single pet picture. Why? I don't know. But if we
yeah.
ever need pets again, I'm coming back to this list. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're frozen. But yeah, thank you. Really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're starting to go a little funky here. So I think we're going to wrap it up before it gets too bad. I hope you guys practiced and found that exercise fun.
Mm-hmm.
And Terri, do your
Do my thing
The
from
thing.
my heart to yours. Everybody matters. You matter. I love you.